Welcome back to another salt-filled video. This is the glass you never play in Lost Ark, the kayangels you never do. I don't know. I don't know what's worse, me not uploading for a week or my views being so tremendously down bad. As a 1580 character, I go to do kayangel hard to get to client and gate kept from 2 lobbies, so I gave up and eventually just went on normal mode. Honestly, CBA for more gold, it's a class I don't even play. So I'm in, I say hi and get e-good by this guy and think about leaving until he takes another 1580, so then I stay. Then an artist named Glizzy Painter applies and I obligated to vouch for him due to his name. Us child mains have to stick together. Okay, that got out of hand. We go in with a worthless pally and see the same cutscene and first attack we've seen 1,000 times. Off the rip, I miss my crit sin because I prefer intimidation rather than actual DPS. In case you guys are wondering, can you use a no tenacity skill to negate a pattern that requires tenacity to negate? Results may shock you. A lot of people have been asking me how to see the smallest numbers in Lost Ark without playing support. Easy, play FI word answer and miss your crits in. Now next, during the Shocky Shock mech, I dodged the most telegraphed mechanic in the entire game while my pally struggles with the can I spacebar away, then run to the exact same spot I went away from and not get hit? Results may shock you. It took every nerve and fiber in my body not to danger ping him. Cry out, next time we raid, it's on site. Right here I get big explode and see they're all lined on the outside, so I try to place mine as close to the middle as possible while being as inconspicuous as possible. And I failed. This right here was the best pre-fire of a skill I've ever done, and due to that I am rewarded with a cruel fighter, and I'm proud until I realize I'm doing a normal mode kayangel at 1584 with a con gear. Alright, on to gate 2, just kidding, chaos dungeon. Okay, but for real, this time we saw a cutscene and teleport area on the gate 2. Never mind, turns out we requeued for the same chaos dungeon. We get into the gate and I dodged the seemingly farthest AoE pattern in the whole game. And at this time on screen I pulled one of the greatest moves I've ever pulled, where I agreed a whole rotation and awakening, making it out only milliseconds before I would have died. I like to think the summoner was standing there in awe saying, wow, this word answer is so good. I wish I was as good as this word answer. No, you don't. I made a child. This spec always leads to counters, so due to me having 3 randoms, I get terrified no one will hit it, but the GL actually pulled through, and I felt the most relief I've felt since getting through the last gate. 3 of us go towards 1 counter. We leave the 3rd unattended. I can't trust these buzzers with anything. Why do I have to do everything myself? This includes damage. Oh wow, the summoner actually out DPS me. Just kidding, I have the underline, clearly I'm better. As I revel in my glory, I hear the scariest sound in all of Lost Ark. It's almost like AGS saying, prepare for a gate worse than the last. I hesitantly click yes, and then as my teammate calls out a dark grenade, I volunteer to also go dark grenade, only to go to the workshop and put on Koros and change my pots. We go in and the summoner gave up on competing with my cruel as she gets grabbed and gave us a free damage window. A while later, I run to the back for more crits in, and my gunlancer decides now would be a great time to taunt, and in this dismay, I get so sad I decided not to use my stand-up after I got hit. And this right here is why I call it dark but bring flame grenades, because I can't even trust my own teammates. I am the only one to throw a flame. I call dark, by the way. So anyway, during trap wrap mechanic, I run and then go back to greed to see my support is the one getting trapped. We actually did the Medusa totems right, and I felt hope since the first time of clearing 90 bars of Thaymine. And during the first shadow mechanic, I use a skill that I have no clue if it'll work or not. Results actually might shock you. The pally had other plans, as he quote unquote said, carry me, and space red to his death. I decided to greed in honor of my lost paladin, but sucks so I inevitably suffered the same fate as him, as Thanos snapped and dropped the sun on my dome piece. While the summoner left, I saw he had 4 bars to get cruel over me, and I felt defeated. The journey had truly been a roller coaster of emotions. I want to start by saying I'm sorry to not believing you, summoner, and thank you to my fam. Never mind, I still had damage, or you suck. See you guys next week.